So what started off as a rite of passage for driving a truck, pulling a trailer, has turned into us also having to change a flat tire. I'm glad I have Ellie with me, and I'm also happy I brought tools along. Well, hey folks, Lester here, and today we're off on a road trip. My oldest son, Ellie, and I are going to do a rescue on a, well, I'm not going to tell you what. That's going to be Ellie's video. But I will say what I'm going to make a video of is a very happy moment for a father. Today I will be teaching Ellie how to pull a trailer, a stock trailer. And this is a special moment for me, because I will say up until this point, Ellie's never had an interest or desire to pull a trailer. Now though, over the last year of he and Megan kind of being the caretakers of the sanctuary, and then even bringing in a few animals here and there, this is their first large animal that they're going to bring in. They can't use their truck or the car to bring home. They can't just throw this animal in a crate. So, in saying so, today I'm driving the truck over, the farm truck. I'll be hooking up to the trailer, teaching Ellie step by step how to do this. And it's a big moment for me. I hope that you'll come along. And, hey, good, bad, and ugly. And I have no idea how this is going to go, y'all. But I would like for you all in the comments to talk about your first experience with maybe learning to drive. Who taught you? And not only that, but have you ever driven or had to pull a trailer? Do you have your CDL? I just, it's a way for us to get to know each other. So looking forward to your comments. And then you guys, I hope you'll stick around and watch the video and see how Ellie does on his first ever pulling a trailer. And he's going to do it all, from backing the truck up, hooking up the trailer, pulling it, backing it up, loading, unloading. This is going to be a fun one, y'all. And I'm so very proud. I'm so very proud to be able to do this with my son. So, it's a rite of passage, friends. It's a rite of passage. Y'all come along, and thank you. So, if you remember thinking back when you first learned how to shoot, it started with a dart gun. Then we moved up to paintball guns. Then to BB and pellets. Remember all that?
Yeah.
All right. Same thing when we learned how to ride a bike with the training wheels. Today, you're going to be pulling a trailer for your first time. That includes hitching up the trailer, pulling it, maybe even backing it up, and of course, loading, unloading whatever animals. I'm not talking about your animal that you're going to go get, because that's part of your video. But my video is just the part about teaching you for the first time a rite of passage in pulling a trailer, okay?
All right.
Now, I will say this. We're blessed to have a newer truck. This is a 2019 Dodge, and it has a backup camera. So life for you is going to be a lot easier than what it was for me when I had to learn. Yeah. But go ahead and put it into reverse, and I'll show you what we're going to be looking at over here. All right. So your camera over here is a backup camera. There's your 2-inch ball, and it's this little line over here. You want to follow that line and back up right to the hitch of your trailer, okay? So your camera will kind of keep you aligned. You also want to make sure that you also continue to watch your blind spots here in your mirrors and stuff, okay?
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start backing up. All right. That's looking really good. All right, so do you see the little hitching post right here on the ball?
Yeah.
Right there? You want to have that right there. I don't know what you even call that. It goes right over the top of that ball. So go ahead. Looking really good. This makes it really easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of unfair. It's kind of unfair, really, for all the old timers. Oh my goodness gracious.
Perfect, huh? A little, maybe tiny millimeter more.
So I think a little bit more. You want to kind of cover that ball. Oh my gosh, son, that's really, really, really good. So put it in park.
All right.
And then you also want to, since your foot's on the brake, go ahead and put your locking brake on, your your lock brake.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, it's a push button over here that says brake. Just push the button.
Am I far enough?
I think you're perfect because it'll slide on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And if it doesn't,
Am I going the right way, going down?
Yes, you're going down.
Okay.
Keep going. So you can see that you're not quite back all the way, but that's okay. I'm going to show you a little secret, okay?
All right.
So I want you to walk behind the trailer and just give it a little bit of a push. Just give it a little bit of a push. I'm going to put my back to it. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Push. You feel that?
Yeah.
It's on there now, bud. It's on there now. All right, go ahead and wind that up all the way. All right, now that the trailer is on the ball, go ahead and you have to lock it on there. So that's
I gotta pull
revert. There you go. Revert. Here you go. Push it with one hand and hold it, and with the other hand, push that clip this here in.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then slowly release that. And so now you've locked it onto the ball, okay? Now, there's this little pin over here. It's a safety pin, so it can't come undone somehow along the way. And it just goes, look at here. It goes right in that little hole.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah.
And that way, this here, now it's locked, so it cannot come undone. You cannot slide out. Now, these are safety chains. They have to be hooked up under here. If you look, there's a little place, and you just clip them in like this over here, okay? So line it, there you go, and push it all the way in there. Okay, now do me a favor. Do you know what the hazard lights are?
Yeah.
Turn on the hazard lights and come to the back of the trailer with me. So by having the hazard lights on, it will show you all of the lights are working. That would include the brake, running lights, and everything. All right, last thing. Let's just walk around the trailer, make sure all of our tires are full, make sure our spare tire looks good. Everything looks fine over here, a little bit dirty, but your pig's been rolling up against it, it looks like. All the doors are closed and latched down proper. That's important. And then all the tires look good. Our spare tires also in good shape. Okay, are you nervous about this?
No.
Not at all?
Well, I mean, I've driven with it many times, and I already kind of understand the physics of it. It's just a matter of doing it now.
So you know the physics, it's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get on the road. So far, so good. That's a big step right there. All right, that is L.E., my eldest. And he's pulling a trailer for the first time. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so nervous. I'm gonna close the gate behind him. All right, so son, we are good to go. I wanna tell you about a couple of things that I have real fast, just in case. Things that I always take with me on a road trip. I know you can't see, but I have my impact driver and my impact sockets. And this over here will be good for just in case we end up having a flat along the way. You never want to be unprepared, right? So spare tires, tools to change a spare tire, or to change your tires are all very important. I also brought a rope in case we have any issues with the animal that you're getting. I'm not going to talk about that, okay?
Okay.
So that's just kind of behind the scenes kind of stuff that you always do on any road trip, especially if it involves innocent animals. Okay, so this is our first turn, okay? Now, we have a lot of space here at the end of the driveway, but you won't always have as much space. So I want to remind you of one important step. I've always told you going slower in any scenario is always better than going faster, right? Because you have more reaction time.
Except in a race. No, I'm kidding.
Son, now, the same concept is true when pulling a trailer. If you only have the truck to manage, you can simply, swerve here, swerve there, whatever you need to. But now you have an extra 30 foot you're pulling behind you. So in saying so, it's not just your truck turning out. Now your truck has to turn, but you also this 30-foot trailer behind you. So you have to swing a little bit wider than you normally would, okay? Also, you have to brake more frequently because you have pulling a heavier load. You got several thousand pounds you're pulling behind you, okay? So always keep that stuff in mind, and slower is always better, and always project, look way ahead. You always do that a little bit anyway with any vehicle, but when you have a trailer on you, attached to you, you have to always even project even further of a what-if scenario, okay?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and set up our GPS now. I always think this is easier to do before you start driving than when you're actually on the road. Go ahead and type it in whenever you're ready. All right, so we have now mapped out our location, and we are ready to go. It's going to be 49 miles away, about an hour to get there. We should get there about 1:17 p.m. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, click go, and let's go. I'm so nervous.
No, it'll be fine.
Friends, we are off, pulling a trailer behind us. And I'm so afraid I've forgotten some steps here and there. And, you know, that happens sometimes. But, you know, it's one thing to tell someone how to do it. But as a teacher, we always learn that it's best to model how to do it. And even though I'm not modeling today, like Ellie said a little while ago, he's ridden with me with trailers 100 times. And so he's kind of knows the concept behind it. But it is his first time ever pulling it himself. So what's your nervous level, son?
I mean, I'm not really nervous. I'm always slow and cautious normally when I drive.
Okay.
Some people get irritated by him, but...
So you drive like an old man then?
Basically.
There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so our first stop sign. Now listen, you're not just pulling yourself out here in the truck, which has plenty of acceleration. You also have a 30-foot trailer, so make sure you don't have anything coming for as far as you can see. Very nice. All right, and now we are on the road for a while. All right, we're gonna pull over for gas, get our fuel. And so, son, you should start slowing down pretty soon. Put your blinker on so people behind you know that you're gonna be turning. Now, don't turn. Okay, hold on, son. Don't turn into the car, but turn into the parking lot of the gas station. There you go. Now, also, you have to swing out wide. The gas is on your side, so you have to find a way to swing in there to where you can pull up without taking out the gas pumps. If not, the entire Plum Grove is gonna go boom. All right, so turn a little bit sharper in.
Why don't I just go to this one? Is it on the left side?
Son, it's on your side.
Okay.
So now you're in kind of a pickle, because now if you turn sharp, you're going to jackknife your trailer.
I'll straighten and go to
Okay,
the next one.
so go ahead. So I don't want to tell you everything what to do, but I want you to think about what you're doing.
This feels wide, and if it's not wide enough, then I'll try again a different time. But it's
Okay.
better to be slow and safe.
Yeah, and I would go wider, and that way you can kind of turn back into it.
Okay.
I may not be the best coach because I do get a little bit anxious. Can you hear it in my voice? My anxiety levels are...
A little bit. I mean, this right here is good enough. I don't know if the pump can reach right here.
You got to go. You're going to have to go up further because you have to find a way to pull out of here also. That's why I said earlier, think about your entire enter and exit strategy. You know what I'm saying?
I think the trailer's nowhere even near the gas pump. I just
Okay.
don't know that it'll reach over here.
Let's get out and have a peek at it then. Oh, Ellie, look. A little puppy. Hi, little ones. Hi, baby. Are you sweet or you mean? Oh, that's so sad. Typical at the Valero here on Plum Grove is to find strays. Hi, baby. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to get the gas. It's a little girl. It's a little girl. Oh, she's so sweet. Let's see how Ellie did. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Looky here. You left plenty of space, son. That's really, really good. And the gas pump is easy enough to reach over there to it. And you have plenty of room to pull out when you leave. Very nice. While we're getting fuel, I'll show y'all some of the things that I always like to carry with me for a just-in-case scenario. Obviously, you need to always have a rope for stuff. I got my socket sets from my impact driver. And I even... I don't know why those, and I also have an extra battery here. So for my impact driver, but if you ever have to stop and change a tire or anything, you really want to make sure you have something to help you do it besides the old manual. You all know what I'm saying. So we are good to go. I have my jack and all my stuff inside of here, spare tire, and we have a spare tire under the truck. Friends, we are almost there. This is our road here. Sure you got this?
I think so.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to watch. Good luck. Okay, so we're going to make a turn into their property. Nothing's behind you, but we did shed a tire. I'm saying yay. And I had no idea. Well, things were going pretty good, but now see, we shredded the tire on our way over. I'm glad I brought my tools. So he's gonna swing in. This is his first time pulling a trailer. How you doing? So the good thing about having a dual axle is if you have a flat on one, you still have your other if your load is not too heavy. So we will change that out, but I am so glad that I thought about that. All right, so while Ellie has this over here going on. Now you all have met this lady before. You want to be on video or not?
Okay.
Introduce yourself again.
I'm Allison and founder of the East Texas Hoof and Paw Animal
And
Rescue.
you and I did a couple of rescues. When we got what two dogs was that we got? Those two beautiful, Charlie and Echo. Yes, that was Charlie and Echo out of Plum Grove. And then Blue's come out of there too. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, he showed up over there after Hurricane Beryl.
And Miss Allison says they're trying to sell their property here. You got 25 acres, huh?
Yeah.
25 acres. This is beautiful out here. And we're in Livingston, guys. We're about 10 minutes away from Longhorn Lester's and about, I would say about 20 minutes out of the JL Ranch. But they have some pasture here. Lots of little small things. Got a round pen. Cute little house. Yard. Look. Place to tie up their horses. Stay straight on. Keep going. I'm going to slowly lower this down a little bit. Isn't it so crazy and like just such wonderful timing that, I mean, I hate that this happened. You hate that this had to happen. But how blessed am I to have had it happen while I'm doing a teachable moment with my son? And I says, Ellie, think about something for a minute. What if we had not taken the time to found the tools? What if we had not taken the time to load up the jack? What if we did not check to make sure we had a good spare to change out? And so, you know, this turned into a really wonderful teaching experience. Ellie did really good driving. He's not had to back up the trailer, and I don't guess we're going to do that today. He's already gone around to look at the animal he's bringing home. And but I will say that God was good to let me be here with him during all of this, because not only did we have a little bit of learning on the job learning training, but we also had a second moment to work together for me to continue to teach. And that's what I love about being a dad. Friends, thank you all for watching. I'm going to end the video right there. This next part will be about Ellie and what he's doing with everything. But I will say this, he did a fine job driving for his first time. A little bit too fast for my taste, but overall, really nice job. And I'm proud of him. I love him. He's my son. And one day, I'm hoping I'll still be able to be around to give Lex his first experience in driving, especially when it comes to using, backing up, hitching up a trailer. Thank you all for watching. We love you so much. Blessed to have you. And we'll catch you guys on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.